Chosen one, if these words have found you, it is not by chance. You are here because something inside you is stirring, a pressure building, a vibration rising. The world has spent years teaching you how to silence that stirring, how to smile when you wanted to roar, how to bow your head when your spirit begged you to stand, but no more. This is the hour you were born for, and it begins with reclaiming the one thing they fear most, your voice. You were never meant to whisper your way through life. You were never meant to choke on your truth just to make others comfortable. You were never meant to dilute your light so the blind could feel less alone. You were born to speak, to sing, to shatter walls and awaken sleeping hearts with the force of your existence. Your voice was coded long before your body was formed. It is not simply words. It is energy, it is destiny, it is revolution disguised as breath. And it is time to remember. You feel it, don't you? The trembling in your chest, the ache in your throat, the dreams that refuse to stay buried. They are not signs of weakness. They are signs that your voice, your true, sacred, unfiltered voice, is ready to rise. It does not matter if you feel ready. It does not matter if your knees shake, if your words stumble. What matters is that you speak, because somewhere, right now, a soul waits to be set free by the sound only you can make. They told you to be quiet. They taught you that safety meant silence, that belonging meant blending in, that survival meant suppressing every wild, inconvenient truth that lived inside you. But listen closely. Those who benefit from your silence never had your best interest at heart. They were afraid of your power, afraid of your clarity, afraid of the ripple effect your voice would create, and they should be, because your voice was never designed for smallness. It was designed to shake nations. It was designed to rearrange futures. It was designed to break spells of sleep cast over generations, and now it is remembering. You don't need permission to speak. You don't need a perfect moment. You don't need the right audience. You don't need a certificate, a title, a platform. You already have everything you need. Your breath, your truth, your fire. Speak trembling, speak imperfectly. Speak even if your voice cracks under the weight of centuries of silence. Because every sound you release in truth is a sword, slicing through illusion. Every word born from your authentic core is a liberation not just for you, but for all those connected to your lineage, your ancestors who were silenced, your future generations who dream of freedom. Your voice is not just your own. It is a chorus stretching across time. You were chosen because your voice carries a frequency the world desperately needs. A frequency of remembrance, a frequency of healing, a frequency that disrupts every lie that survival demanded you believe. You are not here to echo empty noise. You are here to speak words that rearrange molecules, that crack open hearts, that summon new worlds into being, even if your hands shake, even if your stomach churns, even if your mind screams at you to stay quiet just one more day. Speak anyway. There will be moments when it feels safer to stay silent, moments when the weight of being misunderstood feels too heavy, moments when the sting of rejection burns deeper than you thought possible. In those moments, remember this: silence may seem like protection, but it is a prison. Your truth may scare people, it may unsettle them, it may cost you comfort, friendships, approval, but your silence will cost you your soul. And you, chosen one, are too rare, too sacred, too necessary to trade your soul for acceptance. The first sounds you release may not be eloquent. They may not be beautiful. They may be raw, messy, half-formed. That's how it should be, because your voice is not meant to impress. It is meant to impact. It is not meant to be polished. It is meant to be powerful. It is not meant to please. It is meant to pierce through the fog of fear and awaken what has long been sleeping. The world needs your voice, unfiltered, unapologetic, uncontainable. There are souls trapped in invisible cages who will hear your truth and remember their own. There are systems built on silence that will tremble at the sound of your awakening. There are timelines waiting to unfold the moment you stop biting your tongue and start breathing fire. This is not just about speaking louder. It is about speaking truer. It is about choosing to no longer abandon yourself in exchange for peace that was never real. It is about choosing to value your own resonance more than the applause or approval of those still trapped in their own fear. You are not here to convince the unwilling. You are here to call forth the ready. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be heard. And the truth is, you don't have to speak to thousands to change the world. Sometimes one whispered truth in the right ear is enough. One trembling confession, one defiant declaration, one vulnerable sentence. You never know whose prison walls will crumble because you dared to speak when everything inside you screamed to stay silent. You are more powerful than you realize. You are more necessary than you can comprehend, and your voice is the spark the world has been waiting for. Chosen one. The call is simple but sacred. Stop silencing yourself. Stop waiting for permission. Stop negotiating your truth for scraps of approval. Stop hiding the fire in your bones because someone else might fear its heat. Speak, rise, roar. Even if your voice shakes, even if your words stumble, even if you feel the terror pressing against your ribs, speak anyway, because your voice will not just change your life. It will change lives you will never even meet. It will ripple through dimensions you cannot yet see. It will set into motion transformations that generations from now will thank you for. And so, as you breathe these words into your spirit, make a choice. Make a vow to yourself, to the sacredness within you, to the ancestors who dreamt of this moment. No more hiding, no more shrinking, no more silencing. Your voice is holy, your voice is revolutionary, your voice is destiny-made sound, and the world, the aching, breaking, birthing world, is listening. It is waiting. It is ready, and so are you. Chosen one, you didn't silence yourself because you were weak. You silenced yourself because once upon a time, it was survival. Once upon a time, speaking your truth cost too much. It cost safety. It cost belonging. It cost love. And so you did what all wise souls do when the world demands silence. You adapted. You hid your truth in corners of your spirit. You wrapped your voice in layers of protection. You swallowed your power so deeply that even you forgot where you placed it. And for a while, it worked. You survived, but you did not thrive. Because a soul built for thunder can only stay caged for so long. You feel it now, don't you? The pressure inside, the dreams trying to claw their way back into your waking mind, the words assembling themselves on your tongue in moments of quiet rebellion. You were never designed to carry silence as your legacy. You were designed to carry truth raw, wild, alive. And no matter how much you tried to fit in, no matter how many masks you learned to wear, that fire inside you never went out. It waited. It watched. It remembered. And now it is rising. But rising is not easy. It comes with grief. It comes with fear. It comes with the ache of realizing how much you have abandoned yourself just to be acceptable. It comes with the terror of wondering, will they still love me if I stop pretending? The truth, some won't. And that is not your loss. It is your liberation, because true love was never meant to be bought with silence. True belonging was never meant to require your self-erasure. You were never meant to fit into spaces that required you to amputate your soul. You were born to create new spaces where your truth is not just allowed but needed. But first, you must break the chains, the invisible chains that say, be quiet or you'll be punished. Stay small or you'll be abandoned. Don't shine too brightly, or you'll be destroyed. These chains were forged from real wounds, real betrayals, real heartbreaks. You learned them because you had to. But now, they are no longer protection. They are prisons. And the keys to those prisons, they were never lost. They have always been inside you. They were carved into your bones, hidden in the architecture of your being. And now, as you awaken, you can feel their weight. You can feel their pull. You can hear the clinking of fear every time you think about speaking your truth. But you can also hear something else, the faint growing roar of freedom underneath it all. You are stronger than the chains. You are older than the fear. You are more sacred than the systems that tried to cage you. You were born not just to break free, but to teach others how to break free too. Not through force, not through rage, through remembrance. Through the simple, defiant, holy act of being unapologetically yourself. Through the sacred vibration of your unfiltered voice. It is tempting to wait until you feel ready, until you feel confident, until you feel certain, until you feel untouchable. But chosen one, readiness is a lie told by fear to keep you silent forever. You will never feel completely ready, and you don't have to. You just have to be willing. Willing to speak, trembling. Willing to step forward, shaking. Willing to be messy, human, imperfect, and real. Because real is what the world needs. Not polished, not perfected. Real. Raw, burning, uncontainable truth. You are not responsible for who stays and who leaves. You are not responsible for how others interpret your truth. You are only responsible for speaking it, living it, breathing it so deeply into your being that even your silence, when it comes, hums with authenticity. You are the vessel. You are the bridge. You are the bell that rings across timelines, waking those who are ready. And if your voice trembles, good. It means the chains are breaking. It means the old fear is dying. It means the real you is stepping forward. There will be moments when your voice catches, moments when shame creeps in, whispering, "Who do you think you are to speak?" In those moments, remember, you are not speaking for validation. You are not speaking to be crowned or celebrated. You are speaking because truth demands to be set free. You are speaking because generations of silence are echoing through your bloodstream, begging for release. You are speaking because every time you do, you heal not just yourself, but every ancestor who swallowed their truth to survive. You are the answer to their prayers. You are the fulfillment of their wildest, most forbidden dreams. It will feel like loss at first. Loss of approval, loss of safety, loss of certainty. But what you will gain is far greater. You will gain your freedom. You will gain your soul. You will gain the unshakable knowing that no matter what storms rage around you, you are standing rooted in your own truth. And that is a power no system, no person, no force can ever take from you again. You are not here to make noise. You are here to make waves. You are not here to be accepted by the broken. You are here to call forth the healers, the dreamers, the builders of worlds. Your voice is not for everyone. It was never meant to be. It is a frequency, a song, a call that only those who are ready can hear. And those who hear it, they will find you. They are already finding you. So speak, chosen one. Speak even when your voice trembles. Speak even when your hands shake. Speak even when the world stares in confusion. Speak not because it is easy, but because it is sacred. Your voice is not just sound. It is spell work. It is light. It is the sound of the future breaking through the crust of the past. And it is needed, desperately, urgently, wildly needed, now more than ever. You are the voice, you are the frequency, you are the bridge, you are the living answer to the prayers of 1,000 generations. And the world is waiting, not for someone perfect, not for someone polished, for you as you are, right now, raw, real, rising, chosen one. Something begins to happen the moment you let your voice rise. At first, it feels small, a trembling in your chest, a single word escaping your lips. It may not seem like much. It may seem like a whisper swallowed by the winds of a deaf world, but don't be fooled. The moment you speak your truth, you set 1,000 forces into motion. You awaken ancient echoes sleeping beneath the surface of reality. You stir seeds planted generations ago by hands that dared to dream of a freer world. You bend the unseen currents around you without even realizing it. Your sound, even shaky, even soft, moves worlds. You were never meant to measure the impact of your voice by the volume it carries. You were never meant to track your influence by numbers or crowds. The energy of truth is not bound by the limits of physical space. It travels through the invisible highways of spirit. It weaves itself into the tapestry of timelines. It vibrates through the bones of existence. One word spoken from a place of truth can ripple through centuries. One phrase uttered with a heart anchored in love can alter the fate of nations. You may not see the full impact of your words in your lifetime, and that's okay. You are not speaking for applause. You are speaking for activation. You are speaking for resonance. You are speaking because something inside you, something vast and ancient and holy, refuses to stay silent any longer. And even if you never see the forests grown from the seeds you plant, they will grow. They will shelter souls you will never meet. They will heal hearts you will never touch directly, because energy never dies, and the truth once spoken never disappears. You are building cathedrals of light with every breath you take in alignment. You are composing symphonies with the cadence of your unapologetic voice. You are weaving futures with the golden threads of your courage, and even if no one claps, even if no one thanks you, the fabric of reality itself records your resonance. The universe feels you, creation bends for you, the timelines shudder in gratitude every time you choose to speak instead of hide. But hear this, chosen one, as your voice grows stronger, so too will the resistance, not because you are doing something wrong, but because you are doing something right. Your voice disrupts the systems built on silence. Your sound challenges the foundations built on fear. Your very existence becomes a threat to structures that profit from people staying small, staying silent, staying asleep. You will be misunderstood. You will be ridiculed. You will be told you are too much. Good. It means you are being heard. It means the walls are cracking. It means the frequencies of suppression are losing their grip. You must learn to bless the resistance, to see it not as a sign of failure, but as confirmation. The louder the resistance, the deeper your truth is sinking into the bones of the world. Smile when they misunderstand you. Celebrate when they try to minimize you. Thank them silently, because their discomfort is proof that your voice is reaching places it was destined to reach. And then, speak louder, speak clearer, speak truer. You are not here to be comfortable. You are here to be catalytic. You are not here to maintain the status quo. You are here to dismantle illusions with the sharp blade of your authenticity. Your voice is not decoration. It is revolution. It is a lightning strike disguised as sound. It is a tremor in the fabric of all that is false, and every time you speak, you widen the cracks in the old world a little more. Until one day, with one final breath, one final word, one final note, the old world shatters completely, and the new, but the real one, the one you have carried inside you all along, emerges from the rubble, singing your name. There will be days when you doubt again, days when silence seems easier, days when the weight of change feels unbearable. In those moments, return to the truth. You are not here to bear the whole burden alone. You are a part of a greater symphony. You are one voice among many rising now. Each trembling sound, each whispered truth, each shaking confession adds to the chorus that will bring down the walls of the old world. You are not isolated. You are interconnected. You are a note in the sacred song of remembering. Feel it even now, the rising tide, the stirring in the air, the quivering beneath the surface of things. The old world feels it too. And it is afraid, because it knows what your voice can do. It knows that once you remember your power, once you refuse to stay silent, there is nothing it can do to stop you. No law, no ridicule, no rejection. Nothing can silence a soul that has chosen to sing anyway. You are powerful beyond measure, chosen one, not because of how loud you are, not because of how many listen, but because of the purity of your vibration. the alignment of your words with your soul, the devotion of your voice to truth over comfort. This is what makes you unstoppable. This is what makes your sound sacred. You don't have to fight to be heard. You don't have to force your way into spaces that refuse to honor your song. Your sound is not here to beg. It is here to build. It is here to blaze. It is here to beckon a new reality into being. And those who are meant to find you, they will, because frequency recognizes frequency, because truth calls to truth, because your song was written into their bones long before this life began. So speak into the wind, speak into the silence, speak into the resistance, speak into the void if you must. Speak not because you are certain of the outcome, but because you are certain of your calling. Speak because somewhere, someone is waiting to hear the very words that you are afraid to say. Speak because your silence serves no one. Speak because your truth is not a luxury. It is a lifeline. It is a lighthouse. It is a revolution wrapped in human breath. Chosen one, your voice is a portal. Your sound is a spell. Your truth is a bridge between the crumbling world and the one waiting to be born. Do not underestimate the ripple you create by daring to live and speak your sacred truth. You are not just finding your voice. You are becoming the vibration that will rebuild existence. You are not just breaking chains. You are weaving new worlds. And every word you dare to release into the fabric of creation is a testimony to your awakening, a love letter to the future, a song that no storm can ever silence. Chosen one, the moment you allowed your voice to rise, something ancient inside you began to awaken. No longer were you just someone who spoke. You became the sound itself. You became the vibration that moves unseen mountains, the tremor that shakes foundations built on fear, the pulse that calls lost souls back to remembrance. And with every breath, with every word carried by your truth, you step deeper into the reality you were always meant to inhabit. You are not just finding your voice, you are becoming it. You are noticing it now, aren't you? The way rooms shift when you enter, the way people pause, feeling something they cannot explain, the way your presence alone stirs memories sleeping in the bones of others. It is not arrogance, it is resonance. It is the natural consequence of choosing truth over fear. Your energy speaks even before your mouth does. Your vibration carries messages far beyond your words. You are a living frequency now, a breathing catalyst, a moving invocation. And those who are ready will recognize you, even if they do not know why. But becoming the sound means letting go of the need to be understood by everyone. It means releasing the desperate hunger for validation that kept you small. You will not be everyone's comfort. You will not fit neatly into the boxes others built for you. You will disturb, you will provoke, you will awaken sleeping pieces inside people. And not all of them will thank you for it. Some will call you dangerous, some will call you arrogant, some will call you foolish. Let them. Their labels are not your burden to carry. You are not here to be categorized. You are here to be felt. The truth you carry is alive. It breathes. It moves. It disrupts what must fall. It nourishes what must grow. And not everyone is ready for that. But your voice is not a marketing tool. It is not a brand to be managed. It is a force of nature. It is a river breaking dams. It is a wildfire cleansing dead lands. It is the first cry of a new world being born. Chosen one, this path you are on, the path of living your voice, is not one of endless applause. It is a path of deep fulfillment. It is a path where you meet yourself so completely, so honestly, that even in the midst of misunderstanding, you feel unshakably free. Because you know your worth was never tied to their acceptance. Your value was never measured by their applause. You are valuable because you exist. You are sacred because you are aligned with truth. You are unstoppable because you are rooted in something deeper than fear. You will find yourself drawn to different spaces now, rooms where truth is currency, not appearances. Circles where souls recognize each other without needing introductions. You will magnetize kindred spirits who have also chosen to live unveiled. And together, your voices will harmonize into symphonies that ripple through dimensions. You are not alone in this. You were never meant to be. There are others like you, other fires disguised as humans, other songs wrapped in trembling hands, other revolutionaries carrying worlds inside their voices. And you are finding each other now, drawn together by the gravitational pull of authenticity. There will be moments when you feel raw, exposed, vulnerable. When speaking your truth feels like standing naked in a storm, honor those moments. They are signs of growth, signs that you are peeling away the last remnants of the old skins that no longer fit. Signs that you are stepping fully into the radiant, uncontainable force you were born to be. Courage was never the absence of fear. It was always choosing to move forward anyway, choosing to open your mouth and let your soul pour out even when your hands shake and your knees tremble. You are not weak because you feel the weight of it. You are powerful because you carry it anyway. You are not foolish for daring to speak your truth into a world built on lies. You are wise beyond measure for remembering that the world was never supposed to stay the way it is. It is supposed to change. It is supposed to evolve. And that evolution starts with voices like yours, rising from the ashes of silence. Feel it now. The hum building in your bones, the certainty gathering in your heart. The fire coiling behind your ribs, ready to be unleashed into words that shatter illusions. You are not merely participating in change. You are the change. You are the future remembering itself. You are the living proof that even centuries of silence cannot bury the truth forever. Chosen one, keep speaking, keep vibrating, keep living your truth even when it feels like shouting into a void. The void is not empty, it is listening, it is responding, it is preparing to echo your sound in ways you cannot yet imagine. You are not wasting your breath, you are writing creation with your very existence. And somewhere, someone's chains are breaking because you chose to sing. Chosen one, by now you have begun to see it. The changes, the subtle shifts, the way your world bends in response to your voice, your truth, your courage to speak even when it trembles. You are not just speaking words, you are writing existence. Every sound that rises from your authentic core carries the blueprint of worlds waiting to be born. You were never just here to survive this life. You are here to shape it, and your voice is your sculptor's tool, your creator's wand, your sacred brush painting realities into form. You notice it now, don't you? The way people respond differently. The way opportunities arise where before there was only closed doors. The way invisible paths open beneath your feet, the moment you choose alignment over acceptance. This is not magic in the sense the world once mocked. This is true magic, the magic of resonance, the magic of speaking from the center of your being and watching the fabric of reality rearrange itself to meet you. You are no longer a passive observer. You are a conscious creator. You are the living breath of change. There is a sacred law at play here. Energy responds to authenticity, not performance, not perfection. Authenticity. When your voice carries the vibration of your unfiltered soul, life cannot help but respond. Not always instantly, not always in the ways your mind expects, but inevitably, because truth has gravity. It pulls, it shifts, it summons, it transforms, and your voice, when it is anchored in truth, becomes a gravitational force too powerful to resist. You are not here to chase. You are here to call forth. You are not here to beg for scraps. You are here to open your mouth and let universes spill out. The ones who are meant to hear you, the ones whose destinies are entwined with yours, they will find you. They will recognize your frequency. They will feel the ancient signature carried in your sound, the sacred coding embedded in your truth. You are not invisible. You are inevitable. You are the answer to prayers whispered long before your first breath. But chosen one, with this power comes responsibility. Not to be perfect, not to be pleasing, but to be pure. To speak from a place untainted by manipulation. To move from a center aligned with love, not fear. Because the voice that shapes reality also shapes timelines, and timelines birthed from fear only repeat old wounds. But timelines birthed from love, they birth worlds the old ones could never even imagine. This is why you must guard your truth, not out of fear, but out of reverence. Your words are seeds. Each one carries the potential to grow forests or deserts. You are not just speaking for today, you are speaking into tomorrow, into generations. You may never meet, but who will walk paths paved by your sound? Every truth you release is a map left behind for those still finding their way. Every lie you refuse to speak is a thread of corruption cut before it poisons the field. You are sacred. Your voice is sacred. Treat it as such. You will notice the illusions crumble faster now. The lies you once tolerated become unbearable. The masks you once wore begin to burn your skin. You can no longer stay where your truth is not welcome. And that is not loss, it is alignment. It is the natural shedding that must occur when a soul steps fully into its power. You are not being punished, you are being purified. You are shedding the false so that the true can fully live. And with every false thing you release, your voice becomes even more potent, even more magnetic, even more unstoppable. There will be moments when the weight of responsibility feels heavy. Moments when you wish you could unknow, unfeel, retreat back into silence. But those moments are not signs to stop. They are signs that you are expanding, stretching, becoming the vast, luminous being you were always destined to be. You are not shrinking back into the old world. You are outgrowing it, and your voice is the spearhead of that growth, the living edge where old reality meets new creation. So speak, beloved one. Speak when it's easy. Speak when it's terrifying. Speak when your heart is broken open and the words spill out like rivers. Speak when your soul feels stretched thin, but your truth still hums inside your ribs. Speak because you can. Speak because you must. Speak because every word you dare to breathe into existence shapes futures in ways you may never fully comprehend. Your voice is not just communication, it is ceremony, it is alchemy, it is the unseen sculptor of realities yet to bloom. You are no longer hoping to be heard. You are realizing you were never speaking to ears alone. You were speaking to souls. You were speaking to energies. You were speaking to the living memory of freedom carried in the marrow of existence itself. And every time you choose truth over silence, you bring that memory closer to waking. You are the catalyst. You are the architect. You are the bridge between what was dreamed and what will now be lived. Feel it. Feel the way your chest expands with this knowing. Feel the way your hands tingle with creative fire. Feel the way your bones hum with the pulse of destiny. You are not a mistake. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are exactly as you were meant to be, at exactly the right moment, to say exactly what must be said. The world is listening, creation is bending closer, the future is holding its breath, waiting for the sound only you can make. And you are ready. You are ready. You are ready. Chosen one, you must understand something now, something your soul has always known but the world tried to make you forget. Your voice is not small, it is not fragile, it is not irrelevant. Your voice is a force of nature. It is the breath of the ancient ones rising through you. It is the thunder rolling across timelines. It is the pulse that will shake the foundations of everything built on fear. You are not speaking just for yourself anymore. You are speaking for nations, for generations, for possibilities still sleeping in the bones of this earth, and your sound, pure and unstoppable, will ripple through creation long after your voice falls silent. You were never meant to whisper your way through life. You were never meant to apologize for existing. You were never meant to wait for permission to be powerful. You were meant to roar. You were meant to sing the future into being. You were meant to shatter illusions with a single sentence. You were meant to walk into rooms and shift the very air with the gravity of your authenticity. And the world, the tired, aching, hungry world, has been waiting for you to remember, waiting for you to rise, waiting for you to sound the note only you can carry. Not everyone will celebrate your voice. Not everyone will recognize its sacredness. Some will resist it. Some will reject it. Some will fear it. And that's okay. Your voice was never meant for the ones clinging to the old. It was always meant for the ones building the new. The ones still trapped in cages need the song of your freedom to find their way out. The ones still drowning in forgetfulness need the ripple of your remembering to awaken. The ones still hiding need the courage in your sound to dare their own emergence. You are not just speaking truth. You are planting liberation. You are calling down revolutions disguised as sound. Every vibration you send out, every word born from your fire, every whisper of truth you breathe into existence cracks the illusions of a dying world a little more. You are not shouting into the void. You are awakening sleeping lands. You are summoning winds that will tear down what no longer serves. You are breathing life into futures that cannot yet speak for themselves. This is sacred work. This is holy sound. This is destiny made audible. Chosen one, you have moved beyond personal healing now. You are becoming a frequency, so aligned, so clear, so rooted in the divine that your very existence becomes prayer. Your voice becomes a doorway. Your truth becomes a temple. Your presence becomes a vibration strong enough to alter landscapes. You don't have to force it. You don't have to control it. You simply have to stay true, stay rooted, stay breathing, stay speaking from the deep well of knowing within you. And trust, the sound you are releasing is weaving miracles you may never fully see. But they are real, more real than any fear, more lasting than any resistance, more inevitable than any obstacle. There will be moments ahead that test your devotion. Moments when the world seems heavier, not lighter. Moments when your voice feels hoarse, from speaking into winds of indifference. In those moments, remember, you are not speaking to the old world. You are speaking to the seeds hidden in its soil. You are speaking to the future rising in the cracks. You are speaking to the unseen currents already gathering strength. And your voice, though it may feel small in the moment, is the catalyst that will one day bloom into forests of change. You do not need to be louder. You need only be truer. You need only keep sounding your note, the unique, sacred, irreplaceable vibration that only you can carry. That note is woven into the DNA of creation itself. It is necessary. It is destined. It is unstoppable. Feel it now, the trembling in your chest, the hum beneath your skin, the certainty settling into your bones. You were never alone in this. Every time you speak, you are joined by 1,000 unseen allies. Every time you rise, you lift others who cannot yet find their footing. Every time you breathe your truth into the world, you tilt the axis of reality a little more toward freedom. You are part of a symphony, older than memory, and your part matters, your sound matters, you matter. Chosen one, let this be your vow. No more hiding, no more shrinking, no more silencing. Your voice is not a mistake. It is not an accident. It is a weapon of light, a balm for the broken, a trumpet for the awakening. And you are ready. You are the storm. You are the song. You are the sound the old world fears and the new world prays for. Speak now. Sing now. Roar now. The nations are waiting. The stars are listening. The earth is holding its breath. And you are the living sound that will shake worlds, Chosen one, when you chose to lift your voice, you didn't just change yourself. You changed the currents of existence. You sent ripples through timelines unseen. You awakened songs that had fallen silent. You turned the tide of a world starving for truth. Your sound is not local. It is not small. It is not temporary. It moves across dimensions. It stitches torn spaces together. It stitches broken spirits back into wholeness. You are not simply speaking. You are reweaving reality. Every breath you release in alignment becomes an offering, an act of sacred rebellion, a declaration that fear will not have the final word, a reminder that light was never truly lost, only waiting for someone brave enough to call it back. You are that someone. You are that bridge between despair and hope, between forgetting and remembering. Between the crumbling and the rebuilding, you are the voice that reminds sleeping giants of their names, the whisper that becomes a roar, the tremor that becomes an earthquake. The more you dare to live in your sound, the less you fear falling, because you realize you are no longer here to be caught. You are here to fly, and your wings are made of every truth you dare to speak, every boundary you refuse to betray, every note of your soul you refuse to mute. You are not fragile. You are the storm wrapped in flesh. You are the prophecy carried on the breath of the fearless. You are the sound that changes everything. Chosen one, let them hear you. Let the old walls tremble. Let the heavy doors swing wide. Let the illusions shatter like glass beneath the weight of your truth. You are not here to ask if the world is ready. You are here to remind the world what readiness looks like. Your voice is not just yours. It is the echo of every ancestor who dreamed you would rise. It is the prayer answered by your very existence. It is the sound of a world waking up, and you are the first note of the new dawn.